Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Blaine. And if this is your first time at my channel, welcome. And this is your beginner dictation number 102. And today's dictations are going to focus on adverbs that modify verbs. Do you have your pen and paper ready? Because remember that you are going to listen and then write what you hear. This video features adverbs. Adverbs are words that modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. All the adverbs in this video will be modifying verbs. In this video, there will be 7 dictations, and I will say each one 3 times. Do not worry if you make a few spelling mistakes. Do not worry if you can't write every word. You will get better with practice. And remember, this is listening practice, writing practice, spelling practice. After you write your dictation, find the adverbs and the verbs that they modify. Here is an example. If I say, we quickly finished our lunch at the park, full stop. We quickly finished our lunch at the park. You will write this on your paper and then first look for the adverb. In this example, the adverb is quickly, and the verb that's being modified is finished. We quickly finished. So the adverb quickly is giving us information about this verb. Okay, are you ready? This is dictation number 1. I will say it once all the way through, and then I will repeat the dictation. Okay, dictation number 1. Marina sings loudly in the morning, comma, but she sings quietly at night, full stop. Marina sings loudly. Marina sings loudly in the morning, comma, but she sings quietly at night. Quietly at night. Full stop. Marina sings loudly in the morning, comma, but she sings quietly at night. Full stop. Marina sings loudly in the morning, but she sings quietly at night. Now, let's look for now in this dictation, there are actually 2 adverbs. So I'll give you just a moment to find those. Yeah, and those are here. So we've got loudly and quietly. Loudly, quietly. Now, what about the verbs? Well, they are the same verbs. So we've got sings loudly, sings quietly. Okay, so let's move along to our next dictation, number 2. Dictation number 2. My neighbor rarely goes shopping on the weekend. Full stop. My neighbor rarely goes shopping on the weekend. Full stop. My neighbor rarely goes shopping on the weekend. Full stop. My neighbor rarely goes shopping on the weekend. Now, let's look first for the adverb. So the adverb in this example is rarely, rarely. And the verb that's being modified is go shopping, go shopping. My neighbor rarely goes shopping on the weekend. So let's move along to our dictation number 3. My dog quickly eats her food after a long run! Exclamation. My dog quickly eats her food. My dog quickly eats her food after a long run. After a long run! Exclamation. My dog quickly eats her food after a long run! Exclamation. My dog quickly eats her food after a long run. Okay, so let's take a moment to find the adverb. And the adverb here is quickly, quickly. Now, what about the verb? The verb in this example is eats. My dog quickly eats, quickly eats. My dog quickly eats her food after a long run. Okay, so we're moving along quite fast. We're going to our dictation number 4. Tom and his family carefully walk through the steep hills. Full stop. Tom and his family. Tom and his family carefully walk through the steep hills. The steep hills. Full stop. Tom and his family carefully walk through the steep hills. Full stop. Tom and his family carefully walk through the steep hills. Now, what about the adverb? The adverb is carefully, carefully, and the verb is walk, walk. Tom and his family carefully walk through the steep hills. Okay, so we are now on dictation number 5. Dictation number 5. Mrs. Robinson and her sister hungrily read the menu board. Full stop. Mrs. Robinson and her sister, Mrs. Robinson and her sister hungrily read the menu board. The menu board. Full stop. Mrs. Robinson and her sister hungrily read the menu board. Full stop. Mrs. Robinson and her sister hungrily read the menu board. Now, in this example, the adverb is hungrily. And what about the verb? Hungrily read. When we do something hungrily, it means that we do something and we're very hungry and maybe we're thinking about food while we're doing that thing. Okay, so let's move along to our next dictation. Dictation number 6. Dictation number 6. I saw some cats lazily hanging around outside your door this morning. Full stop. I saw some cats. I saw some cats. Lazily hanging around outside your door this morning. Your door this morning. Full stop. I saw some cats lazily hanging around outside your door this morning. Full stop. I saw some cats lazily hanging around outside your door this morning. Now, the adverb here is lazily, and the verb that's being modified is hanging around. So when we say something is doing something lazily, you know, maybe they're very tired, they don't want to do anything, they are lazy. So these cats were lazy. So when we talk about the verb, we can say they were lazily hanging around. Okay, and let's move along. This is our dictation number 7. This is our last dictation of the video.